Good morning and Happy New Year. 2018 is here at last. I'm really been looking forward to this year. I think this is going to be a pivotal year in British history and European history. And there's a lot to campaign and talk about this year. And it's a year when I feel honoured to be in a position to be on a platform in politics, to be able to represent so many people who share similar views to me about wishing to have more personal freedom and more sovereign freedom for our own wonderful country. So it's going to be a great year. But at the start of every year, people talk about resolutions and changing things. Well, I actually prefer this year to talk about revolutions, but the real change, the real kind of exciting change that should happen not just within ourselves, but within our country as well and within the world. I think we can affect it. I think we're in a really unique time in history where the people actually can make a complete difference to the way that we're governed and to the future of our countries. And we can all actually start to make a real difference. Somebody said to me quite recently that if you want to change the way something's going, whether that be a personal relationship, whether that be your business dealings, whether that be politics, what you need to do is actually stop and go back to the real basic principles of how it should be done. And I think that's what we need to do as a movement and as an organisation. It's time to actually look at what we should be doing, the simple stuff, the proper stuff, the stuff that's the grounding. Let's look at getting that right. Certainly in our case, we need to be looking at how are we operating from the ground up. How are we motivating our people to go out there and deliver leaflets? What's in those leaflets? What do they say? Are they worth delivering? What kind of street stalls are we going to put up? Will we get people to go out in them? What kind of TV appearances do we want? Let's reassess the basic principles of what we're doing and start from scratch. Let's do this in a way that we know works. We know how to do it. We've been doing this for years, many of us, and we know how to do it. So that bit of advice I had will stick with me. It wasn't given in the context of politics, but it was still a valuable piece of advice. And I hesitate to use the term going back to basics because it reminds us of a dreadful traitor to our country, John Major, but all the same, it still means something. It means looking at things from the ground up, and that's what we've got to do. Because undoubtedly, if we're to achieve any success at all in 2018, it's not going to be about people like me stuck in nice posh studios out in Brussels giving this kind of pep talk, or leadership going on question time, or any of those things. That's not what it's going to be about. It's going to be about the everyday foot soldiers of our organisation being motivated, excited and determined to see things through. And that requires an absolute return to basics, an absolute way of looking at things and saying, we simply will not repeat the mistakes of the past. What do we do that works? And let's get out there and do it. We owe a great debt to the members of our organisation. They do huge amounts of work for absolutely no recompense, and they do it at great cost, often financially, personally, and in many other ways. It's important that we reassess what we do and make sure those people are not only valued, but also given the correct support. Now, with an eye to that, what I intend to do this year is make myself available. So if any of you are watching and you're looking at holding events, public meetings, street stalls, even need someone to come out and do some leafleting, I can do with a shift in a few pounds, let me know and I'll do my damnedest to make sure I get there to assist you. The change has to be within all of us, and the change has to be one where we get back to real, proper, old school campaigning, talking to people on the streets on a personal level, man to man, woman to woman, and explaining what we mean and explaining what the situation is. So let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's no longer think of ourselves as this super highfalutin political organisation that only focuses on the big issues and only focuses on being there on the television all the time or whatever. Let's think of ourselves as a grassroots-led organisation that's going to go out there and campaign. 2018 is the year of revolution. It is the year of change. But the only way we're going to achieve it is working together, united as a group of people who believe in a future that's exciting, prosperous and peaceful. And that's what we can do. Let's get together in 2018 and really make a difference to our country, to our people, to our friends, to our children's lives. And let's make sure we're the generation that goes down in history as being the ones who said, we're mad as hell, we're not going to take this anymore, and we got out there and did something about it. Happy New Year. Let's enjoy 2018. I hope to see a lot of you.